Well, this is exciting, isn't it? Barcelona and a friendly. Let's do this. What's happening, Blue Noses? Oi, oi.
Yeah.
What you saying?
Yeah, I'm good, yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Little bag down there for you.
I have to open it right now. Just have a look.
Yeah, I thought I'd get you the half and half scarf.
Yeah. I'll put that in my room with all my England ones.
Little Barcelona half and half.
Yeah.
Decent. Yeah.
I saw people moaning about these.
Well, do you know what I mean? Then when you're going to see Barcelona at the St Andrews ever again, because you might be at the powerhouse then, mightn't we?
Yeah. I put that to Villa fans online, said you're not going to see them at Villa Park, are you? Yeah.
Come on then, let's open the bag, stop nursing it. Oh, what we got in there?
Oh, it's a new home shirt.
It's the new home shirt, you know, the one that everybody don't like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any good for you?
Yeah.
Happy? Pleased?
Yeah.
There you go. Even though Alfie's underaged, he's got the adults one with the betting company on, but
Yeah.
you know he's in man's clothes now, so got to give him the men's size t-shirt. You didn't want the kids one, did you? Nah. Come on in, Alf. What are you thinking about all the news that's gone on this week then?
I'm happy. Like, obviously we got the update on Tom, which was like the same as like last time. Like, he's recovering well, and obviously Jamie Dale's interview, which I quite liked. That's because obviously fans were starting to have a rant. But yeah, it's good just seeing him communicating.
Yeah, I mean, there's no real news about Tom Wagner, just saying it's progressing well, which, do you know what, we've just got to trust them, and that's what Jeremy Dale was saying, that we've just got to trust the owners, the process. Yeah. You know, just because they're not communicating doesn't mean that things aren't happening behind the scenes and they're working hard on things. So, yeah. Do you know what, I've been one of them fans that's been concerned, and after the interviews come out and the statement, you know, and the few signings that have come through,
yeah.
And the kit's out now, you know, it has settled things down for me personally, and I hope that's echoed throughout the rest of the fan base. So, yeah. You know, it's obviously good timing for the friendly and the kit coming out, yeah. You know, to get people, you know, excited and talking about the right things instead of the negative things. Yeah. You know, so yeah, it's all good for me. All good for me. Anything else?
Well, as you touched on about the kit, that came out earlier in the week.
Oh, look at it.
Woo-hoo. Bit of a mixed opinion.
I mean, mixed opinion. I'm not that in love with it when I seen it. That's hence why I've got the training top on, because I bought that instead. I'm hoping for a yellow away kit, I am, and I'm just didn't want to buy another home kit, or a home top, should I say, because I'm not a full kit wanker. But yeah, I'm just going to hold out, I am, until the away one comes out, or the third one. See if I'm in love with that. Thing is with me, with tops, I want to be able to look back in 10 or 15 years and go, do you know what a fucking kit that was. You know, but I can't really say about this, but do you know what, now Alfie's got it on, and in the flesh, and the actual material and the pattern, like the grain and the material, you know, it looks all right, and I like the colour. A lot of people have said about this colour here, like, it reminds me of the Flybe kind of kit. Add a bit of colour on the sponsor. You know, I quite like it now, to be honest, and I quite like the collar. Yeah. So yeah, it's bound to grow on you, isn't it, and grow on people. Go on in now. Sorry, what's your thoughts?
I think when I first saw it, I was a bit disappointed. So obviously, I was anticipating it to be a bit better. You
thought it was going to be like the England template, didn't you, with the pattern in the background and stuff?
But seeing it now, when you gave it to me in the car, I don't think it's actually that bad, and I think it'll slowly grow on me as the season goes on.
What else got to talk about now?
The signings of Luis Vasquez and Christopher Lund.
Oh, let's start off with Vasquez then. So, not got the most exciting goal stats, has he? But you know, there's a lot more to centre forwards play and that. And I think, you know, if he's going to be aggressive, one of them dirty type of players, puts himself about, And let's be honest, the Argentines, they work hard. You know, they do graft, and they are aggressive. So that gives us a different thing, doesn't it? You know what I mean? Another dynamic, and it just shows that hopefully we might go a bit more direct when we need to, you know. And it, like I say, he might just be great, and he might just be like, you know, a Lyndon Dykes or a Dukey, and you know, if he puts a fucking shift in, we're gonna love him. And if he gets the odd goal or the important goal here and there, you know, we're gonna love him even more. So, you know, we need to back him, don't we? And, you know, see what that has to offer now. Yes, I'm quite looking forward to that. Go on then. So Christopher Lund, left back, young, wing back. So obviously he wants to get forward,
physical.
Chris Davies said he's competent on the ball,
good in the air.
But it's good that, you know, the club have recognised that we had that weakness at left back, because we couldn't go into another season. You know, we've just kind of won one left back like we did before. You know, or just trying to put Jack Robinson there, or, you know, like a makeshift. Do you know what I mean? Like Laird, you know, on his opposite side. So that's never really going to work out. So, you know, I'm really impressed with that, and I'm quite impressed to see, you know, if he cements that left back position really.
Yeah.
What else I got? Rumours, haven't we?
Yeah, rumours are.
So I heard. So personally, I think a centre midfielder is probably needed, because especially with Garner Hickman pulling up with injury now, I just wonder if that gives us we're a little bit light with just Solis, Paik and Iwata in that midfield. So I do think another centre mid's coming in. Yeah. We're rumoured with Jack Taylor at Ipswich, so that'd be decent. Experience, yeah. And then obviously you need probably cover on that left wing now, don't we? Even though Lund is like, you know, kind of a wing back, we do need cover for Dimmy. And we've been rumoured with Reyes Cleary. Now, you know, played a lot of games for Barnsley. Decent stats, experience, so don't mind that at all. You've heard any links?
Not really, set from the ones that you've covered.
Yeah, there's a centre midfielder for Rapid Vienna, apparently.
Romeo
Amand or something, or Amanda or Amain, I don't know how to bloody pronounce it, but you know, we'll have to see. But I think they're the two positions now that we really need to focus on, and I think that's us done then, I'll be honest with you. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see, won't we? Oh yeah, just reminding me, Brightside Samuel and Taylor Gardner Hickman both rumoured to be leaving this week, so don't know how true that is, we'll have to wait and see. But do you want some replacements for them?
Alfie Asks Anything.
Do you know this season?
Yeah.
Do you think you're more optimistic now that we've made some signings?
Yeah, I think the signings that we made back in January with Chris, Vicente and Solis, you know, if we had them at the start of last season, we would have been pushing for the playoffs. That makes us stronger already. And I think the inclusion with Dale Fry, now Lund, and then Vasquez up front, you know, I think it gives that added height, strength and aggression. So I think that's where we're going to pick up more points away from home. So I definitely think, you know, more optimistic for this season, definitely.
Yeah. So next question will relate to the first one. So do you know, having Vasquez, do you think we'll utilise him more away because of his height, like, to get more points?
Yeah, possibly. I can't see us going too up top away from home, but it's definitely an option, isn't it? So whereas these games where, you know, we were scraping a draw or narrowly being defeated, definitely with a bit of aggression away from home, being direct, hitting teams on the counter attack, you know, it's definitely going to be a better tactic away from home. So, you know, I think that's why we've learned from last season, and we're going to be better equipped this season.
Yeah. Right, so this one is off that topic now. So think of a player And what, like, would they win a food competition? Like, think of a player and why they would win a food competition.
All you can eat food competition. Yeah. It's got to be a Watter, innit? No. Brighter eye Samuel, because he looks like he's had a good meal in the summer, doesn't he? Because he's absolutely massive. So I can see in him smashing a load of hot dogs off. So yeah, Samuel's going to win that comp.
Okay. Right, so would you rather watch us go sideways and backwards forever and never score a goal again, or go the Villa forever and watch a goal? Like, get a season ticket at the Villa for one season.
So sideways and backwards at the Blues and never see a goal.
Or get a season ticket at the Villa.
Sideways and backwards. Shit on the fucking Villa. Always.
Right, that's the end of the questions now. Obviously we'll speak about lineup next.
Right, and now for the lineup, he's out to run us through your highlights.
Neumann comes in for Fry. He went on the bench a couple of games ago for a while, Neumann. Kanya stays on. They're mainly the highlights, like Kanya. Pake's still not in the lineup.
So Vasquez on the bench.
Vasquez on the bench.
Laird's on the bench.
Roberts.
Stano's back.
Yeah.
No sign of Lund though, no, too soon for him.
No, but the kids are on the bench, which I'm happy about. Bateman, Masway, Maddox and
and they deserve that, don't they? Because they've been good in the other friendlies, to be fair, and I'd like to see that continue throughout the
Maddox was the best
campaign. Masway and Maddox have impressed, definitely. So that looks like probably the probable lineup that's going to be against Swansea or Sheffield United, isn't it? That's as close to the starting lineup as we're going to get, do you reckon?
I'm hoping Kanya gets a chance to see, because in pre-season he hasn't looked bad.
Well, he's played every game, mate, so Chris Davies obviously fancies him, mate, or he's giving him the best chance anyway.
Yeah. I just wonder unless he plays left wing.
Nah, he's not going to play left wing, he's a 10, isn't he?
Maybe he's putting Stansfield on.
Stansfield be on the left. Oh, there's no Gray, actually, funny enough.
Gray's not on the bench either.
No. Worrying. Thought Gray would be up for this. Yeah, but he's probably got a knock then, and he'd be up for this, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
He'd want to play this game, surely.
Yeah, definitely.
Right, then, let's see what happens then. Give your thoughts on the first half then?
Yeah, I think we played out really well. You know, Vicente, most impressive. Obviously, nice press goal. Yeah, nice and stable at the back. Beaver's been alright, just a few ropey moments. And they got a penalty there, so what?
Yeah, it's kind of sport by the penalty, weren't it? We played decent. No real style that can see out there with the patterns of play. It looks like we're going more direct though, which is nice to see. Cochrane's lovely delivery for the Priss goal. He's going to bag this season, isn't he? Yeah. And Vicente has been class, hasn't he? Everyone else, pretty much what you'd expect for. I think Samuel's had a good half, to be fair, as well. He's done okay, but no one else really has kind of stood out, have they? And I know it's like the Barcelona B team, but no one from their setup really in their kids has really impressed. There's a couple of lads in midfield that look to drive forward, and they've got through some really tight gaps. But other than that, nothing really stand out. Let's see what the second half brings, but it's all right, it's steady. Looks like we're defending quite well. We need to. Nothing from the set pieces yet, so nothing special going on there, is there? So that's obviously work in progress. Let's see what the second half's saying. Come on in, Blue Noses. What did we think of that? Now, Beadle has got to do better with that goal for me. Parried it again.
Yeah.
I mean, he made some great saves towards the end, and obviously the crowd got behind him. He's done well with the penalties, and he's a great shot stopper, isn't he?
Yeah.
And no one's ever fucking doubting that. But he looked nervous for most of the game, didn't he? Again. So go on, Alf, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I didn't think Bede had a great game. I think the standouts were obviously Prisk, and obviously for Centaur's probably my man of the match, but no one really convinced me from us or not Barcelona's kids. But yeah, just Bede, I don't think he was really up for it today. He kept parrying everything again. Yeah,
you said that at half time, didn't you?
Yeah.
I mean, the Solis goal came off a set piece.
Didn't really see it,
so that was interesting. Like I say, good work. I'd like to see it again, kind of analyse it a bit better.
Yeah.
But obviously it did definitely come from that deep free kick. Yeah, I mean, they had lots of the ball second half, didn't they? So it was good to see us being patient, and then try and break away where we could. I said to you, didn't I, we're still lacking that little bit of creativity, aren't we? Do you know what I mean? It seemed very much similar to last season, and I suppose with the same players, we're going to experience that, aren't we? Vazquez probably come on too late to see what he's made of, but it looks like he's going to run around and be a bit of a handful. Shame he didn't score his penalty, to get the cheers from the crowd. But on a positive, penalties were decent, weren't they? Yeah. From the Blues. Said to Alfie before the penalty shootout, I've got a bit of a soft spot for Jack Robinson at the minute, because I think he's going to be all right. I think the fans are going to grow to love him, because I think he's going to work hard for us, and he's just a good backup and a good squad player, really. So I really wanted him to score that penalty as well. So it's probably the left back fraternity in me that's supporting him. Talking of left backs, great to see Buchanan. No, keep saying that in the friendlies, but he's looking, quicker, sharper, stronger every time we see him, so that's brilliant. Nothing else to say, really. I think it's a funny way, obviously, to finish a friendly on penalties, but obviously it must have been, for the trophy at the end. Forgive me, I wasn't sure it was for any trophy in particular. So Blue Nose, if you know, drop your thoughts in the comment, and as always, like, subscribe and comment. Love reading it. You know, some of you guys, you know, give us really thought-provoking stuff. It's great to support it. Just want to give a shout out to all the lads in the Born to Be Blues group as well. So, you know, you've got Jay the Boy in Blue, you've got Rich the Messiah, Tommy and Jack Kelsall, you've got the Lawless Law lads, the Free Blue Boys, you know, and forgive me if I forgot anybody else, but there's loads of us in the group now. Lovely to speak to Tommy as always in the fan park. We always have a bit of a natter, you know, so yeah, if you see people dotted around, go and speak to them. Don't be scared, don't be frightened. You know, we'll always have a chat. So yeah, not going to be at the Swansea game or the Sheffield United game because I just missed out messing about trying to get tickets, but they did get to season ticket holders. But unfortunately we missed out, so it'll be the Bristol home game for us. But if I can get tickets for one of those away games, we'll try, won't we? So again, thanks for all the support. Keep right on. See you later.